Hey YouTube, this is Lincoln Williams bringing you another video tonight. Um, well, the same day. I just wanted to brief you about brief you about some news that you probably didn't really know about. About my favorite TV show of all time, Doctor Who, basically. So this is going to be some Doctor Who news that some of you that may know or may not know. So Doctor Who news of 2023. Enjoy the video. Enjoy the Doctor Who news. Um, so as we already know, a very special doctor is coming back. A very special doctor is coming back um, during the 60th anniversary, and that is David Tennant. David Tennant is going to be the 14th Doctor, as we know in the 60th anniversary, and it's going to be really something special. It's going to be really something special because Donna Noble is going to be back. The whole crew is going to be back. I don't know who's going to be in the 60th anniversary, but all we know is that Donna Noble, Donna Noble and David Tennant are back, and it's very exciting for them to be on screen once again. Um, we left at a cliffhanger, season 4, where Donna Noble got married, so I don't know how it's going to really tie into those season 4 elements, but for season 14, yeah, so it's a gap. It's like a 10 season gap between season 4 and season 14. So it's going to be a huge gap, but within seasons. But of the show. But the 60th anniversary is going to be really special because of that. And there's going to be like new monsters, probably some old, and there's going to be an old villain. There's going to be an old villain. And this time it's called the Toy Maker from the first Doctor, and that's pretty interesting. What he has up his sleeve, which is called the Toy Maker, from the classic series of Doctor Who. Um, so yeah, I mean it's really fascinating, and it's really interesting that one of the classic Doctor Who villains is coming back. Um, so, anyways, let's see what else. So the Toy Maker's coming back. Donna Noble is coming back. Kate Lethbridge Stewart and Unit are coming back during the 60th anniversary. I'm very excited about that. Um, and I think there's going to be a lot of dark drama about this this special. There's going to be a little bit of like, dark plots. I think it's going to be a lot more darker this time than any other season, because as far as we know in the trailer is that I think London will like get destroyed in the 60th anniversary. We don't know what's gonna happen, and that's why I'm like chattering through my teeth with nervousness throughout the entire episode. But I think it's gonna be like serious. I think it's gonna be very good. Because me and everybody who knows David Tennant is really like my wife especially. She knows David Tennant very well with Scrooge McDuck, and so with from DuckTales and that stuff. So I think she's glad that he's back, but I'm not technically sure on that. But even though she's not a Doctor Who fan like I am, but anyways, we are. I mean, I'm very excited. She's just a little meh. She's just a little meh on the 60th anniversary. But yeah, she got caught up with Donna Noble's events. But she's just a little bit iffy on seeing the 60th anniversary, but I am so pumped for the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who. Season 14, what's gonna happen in season 14 with the newer Doctor after David Tennant is come and gone. The newer doctor is called Shutigawa. He's called his doctor is called Shutigawa. That's the main actor that plays the 15th Doctor, and Shutigawa is a African UKan. He's an African black UKan. So he's part of the from the UK. African. Well, I can't say he's African American because he's African UKan. Um, and he's black, and we have a very lovely looking actress, white actress. So all we know is that there's going to be a black doctor and a white girl companion. And that indicates that Doctor Who's trying you know, some new stuff with the show. And it's going to probably actually work. It's probably going to actually work. I was a little bit skeptical at first, but I think it's going to actually work within the show. And like, um, based on the yeah, it actually is going to work really, really well. So they're going to be There looks like they're going to be the Doctor is going to play a lot of dress up this time around in season 14. He's going to play a lot of dress up during the episodes. He's going to look like something from the 1960s with like play that funky music, why, or something like that. So he's gonna have like an afro. He's gonna have like an afro um, with David Tennant's Get Up or something like that. But he's gonna be. I mean, I think he's gonna be great. First of all, his his regular outfit looks pretty interesting. Um, and he's also gonna be in like the Victorian times and all that stuff. While they were like filming the set. So he's going to be like in this Victorian outfit as well, which is going to be very nice looking with his companion, with her yellow dress and all that stuff. So that's going to be very, very good. Um, so yeah, it's going to be a very exciting series. It's going to be probably a very exciting series. It looks like, and then its final farewell get up is it looks good for season 14 as well. The TARDIS looks the same as Jodie Whittaker's TARDIS. Um, so, but how is this transition between unfinished business between Donna Noble and David Tennant? Um, it's like she knows that something's missing in her life, and that's why she is like missing the doctor. Like, well, her memory, it has a flashback when the doctor wiped her memory from season 4. Um, so I don't know what the TARDIS is going to look like in the specials, but there's going to be around 4 specials. There's going to be we already know the Star Beast is going to be one of them, and there's a mysterious figure. There's a mysterious figure in the streets of London. He's wearing a top hat and he's wearing a bow tie, and dancing with he's dancing with David Tennant like awkwardly through the streets, and it looks so weird. And it's like, what the heck are they gonna do? And it's like, I'm yeah, I can't wait for that part. It's gonna be so weird when you're like looking at that and all that stuff, and it's like, okay, there's two guys dancing in the streets in the middle of London, basically, but it's gonna be really good, and it's gonna be like, you know, um, yeah. So the toy maker is gonna return. There's gonna be like a crab monster that's gonna return or something like that, but in the 60th anniversary. Um, yeah, but uh, David Tennant as the Doctor, he can't show his face for like half the episode, probably because he has to hide from Donna Noble. Um, um, you know, and stuff like that. And David Tennant is going to be naturally going back into the Doctor's shoes, and he does it very perfectly within the trailer and all that stuff. And I'm so I'm so happy that David Tennant is coming back, and they've been prepping a year for this. He's been doing other projects, but Doctor Who is always going to be his one of his main points, and I think David Tennant is going to be glad to go when this when these specials are over and all that stuff. As soon as they're doing done with production, but I don't know if they're done with production yet. They're done with filming, but I don't know if they're done with the making of the 60th anniversary. They had to do the theme. They had to do the theme this last week, so I listened to that while I was in bed while my wife was watching a movie, so that was pretty interesting. But yeah. So, anyways, yeah, that's all the Doctor knew. Oh, um, so very important news for classic Doctor Who fans. So, classic Doctor Who, one of the episodes on BBC iPlayer is going to get removed on BBC iPlayer and probably Disney Plus. So what's going on with Doctor Who with streaming? So Doctor Who is going to basically air on Disney Plus. Now, I don't know if Chris is going to get Disney Plus because of the new Doctor Who, the new Doctor Who. Um, but I don't know if he's gonna get the new like Disney Plus to watch Doctor Who. Um, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask him. But it will be available on there for a broader audience. This is gonna be the broadest audience for Doctor Who. That's ever released because people don't really know about the show. A lot of people don't really know about the show, and it's probably a good idea that it is releasing on Disney Plus because it's more accessible to a broader audience, and it should because it's my number one favorite show of all time. It's my favorite show of all time, and I love to collect stuff. My mom, I think she's gonna probably get me some TARDIS short PJ shorts for bedtime and that stuff for the summers here in McCall. That stuff. I hope they sell those, but I'm not sure. But me and my mom, we love Doctor Who and all that stuff, and my wife will support it from time to time, but she does not love it. So, anyways, so yeah, so anyways, yeah, so the very first episode of Doctor Who is called An Unearthly Child, and that is not going to be available anymore on BBC iPlayer or probably Disney Plus. I don't know what's going on with classic Doctor Who. If classic Doctor Who is going on Disney Plus without that episode, I'm I'm gonna be okay with it because it makes sort of sense to delete that episode because the um the what is it? Oh, the rights to the son of the father that made those episodes for the BBC back in the day. The son has the right to keep that episode, but not show it on BBC. So BBC iPlayer or Disney Plus, I think. I'm not sure what they're gonna probably do with the classic series for Doctor Who, but I'm assuming that they're gonna put the classic series on Disney Plus. I'm not sure, but it's gonna be a big shock to a whole lot of people um for Doctor Who on Disney Plus. Yeah, so it's going to air on Disney Plus and for a broader audience. So that's what they're trying to do. But the tribe of Gum slash an unearthly child will not be available on BBC iPlayer and probably other networks, but I'm not technically sure on that. But you could still watch it on BritBox. So I don't know what the deal is going on, but that was one of my least favorite episodes of the classic series because of the caveman and all that stuff. So yeah. So but I don't know. I don't know what's gonna really. I mean, it's interesting to go back to the first episode of Doctor Who and watch it, but and it is interesting to go back to like the caveman era and how they thought back in 1963 and all that stuff. Um, and I'm like, what was the writing like and all that stuff, and how did they do some of the effects in black and white and all that stuff. But yeah, so I don't know, but the very first episode is going to be deleted, and the second episode called "The Daleks" are going to be, um, or is probably going to be one of the very first episodes you will see on there when it comes to the classic series. So anyway, it's going to be a very sad day for a whole lot of Doctor Who fans who want to get into the first episode, but it's probably going to be very rare if someone picks this up on DVD or something like that. If somebody picks this an unearthly child up on DVD, that's going to be a rare Doctor Who episode. It's going to be probably a rare episode of Doctor Who going forward. So because it's going to get removed in some places of the streaming network. Uh, it did get removed on YouTube and BritBox and all the other things. So the BBC took that down and all that stuff. So, anyways, YouTubers, that includes this Doctor Who news. There's some exciting news and one little bit of bad news, but we can probably live with it. Um, you're probably not going to get into the classic series as easily as I did, that stuff. But anyway, so, anyways, that includes our Doctor Who news of 2023. Let me know if you're planning on watching Doctor Who. Uh, new Doctor Who in 2023 during the 60th anniversary in November. So, anyways, yeah, so that includes our Doctor Who news um, of 2023. So I'll post my review of maybe I'll post my review of Power of the Doctor, Jodie Whittaker's last episode with the whole gang, not stuff. So, anyways, um, Yeah, so that includes our Doctor Who news. Have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic day, YouTubers, and I'll see you guys all later in the next Lincoln Williams Show episode. Have a fantastic day, YouTubers. I'll be back someday, YouTubers.